Hi and welcome. This is Elena with the Angel Messages with Elena. I am up late, July 11th. It's about 10 o'clock at night. Decided to do the eclipse, lunar eclipse with the full moon spread tonight for July 16th through the 17th. Now, to know that a lot of these energies will go through for 6 months, but definitely through July 25th. And we were told that something exciting is supposed to be happening next week into full moon. So if you've been following me with the missing and abducted messages, there is exposure that's going to happen in California. So it has to do with human trafficking, which I didn't know that until like into my third reading. It's like, wow, it's getting a little deep. So, this card, Gula, which is the goddess of healing, this card is the number 18 card. She was hiding in my book. This book is Delight Yourself in the Lord, Psalms 37:4. This is my scripture that I live by. So she was hiding in the front pages. Not sure exactly where, but there's healing that is happening. So definitely tap into the healing as you are listening to this spread. And I'm gonna adjust this here. Okay. So the first question of the lunar eclipse, there's 8 positions. So the first position is, what are you called to let go? And I pre-shuffled these, but I have not looked at these. So the first card that comes to the table is my truth. Interesting, right? You're to let go of truth. Well, what truth was told you that if you're called to let go, maybe it wasn't the truth true what you're supposed to be going by, right? Maya is about truth. This is her card's about, this is the most opportune time, to believe in truth. But what if you've been lied to and somebody called it truth? All right, so kind of take that with a grain of salt, and look into what is it that somebody told me that may not be the truth. Interesting. That's a beautiful first card. She's the number 30 card, so 3 is transformation. 3 is about our families. 3 is the foundation for the son, the daughter, the groom, the bride, man, female, that joins up to God into the triune. Then we have Green Terra, which is about salvation. So this is a salvation, not that you're not going to be saved. All right? This is about how you're going to be saved. Right? The end result is like, it's going to be this way. Well, only God knows how it's going to end. And you're to let go of that need that you need to be saved. You may be called to be this somebody's savior or helper or supporter, encourager. So we need to let go of how things are supposed to be planned out. I see really a lot of people who are looking to prophecies in Bible text that are looking at everything, and energies change, and it doesn't mean it's going to come out exactly the way it is. And the kind of spiritual salvation that people are looking for is here right now. Right? It's not after you're dead. It's now. You're being saved. So it's, what truth was supposed to be true that is not true. And to let go of that reasoning of salvation, that it's not for when you're dead, it's for now. Okay? We have salvation now. Yeah, I've never even expected that to come through. Okay, what is working and what is to hold on to? So you got Goddess Rhea. It's about flow. She's about emotions, that things are working, things are communicating, things are flowing into this beautiful pattern. She is so beautiful. So Rhea is about flow, is about the transitions that you're going into, but everything is flowing smoothly, and to hang on to that communication, into those emotions that is getting you through this far, and it will take you through into the next 6 months, which would be the end of December. And then, so we got Spider Woman. They say co-creator, but I call her creator, because we are called to, because we are like God, and God is creator, that we also are creators, and to hold on to the creation that you're making, that your thoughts, the process, if these are all working out, hang on to those things because it's working. So there's no change. If you're wondering, what do I change? There's no change. To go with it. You're doing great. Everything's moving smoothly. Your creation, your creative piece that you're working on with a group or loved ones is working out smoothly. So hold on to those. All right, number 3 position is, what are the new energies that this lunar eclipse is bringing in? And we have Demeter, which is nurture. I had a client who got this card earlier too. And Demeter is about, it's time for the harvest. It's time that, you're all balanced. You're ready for this abundance to come in. And, you've been working on yourselves. Now it's time for the harvest. It's time to get and collect what you've been putting out there. So if you've been praying for a situation to come to resolution, Demeter is coming in and saying it's here. If you're looking to become pregnant, this is the most opportune time for most women's bodies, up to like the second day after full moon, to become pregnant, that you are becoming a mother, right? It's time to be the nurturer. It's time to be the mother. So that's really beautiful. And then we have Aphrodite, which is romantic love. So, and I got this card in the last eclipse, and this romantic love, and I think it was even in the 3rd position as well. This is not just about romance. This is about how God, Divine Mother, loves you, and unconditional love. So it's not just about eros, which is like a sexual love, and it goes beyond universal love. This is like Divine Mother coming to get her children and telling them how much she loves and cares for all of you. All right, so that's beautiful energies. Oh my gosh, we got so much mother and so much love going on. So the 4th question in the 4th position is, how is the world and or environment affecting you? So we have Artemis, focus. Gosh, I think this is almost like similar to the solar eclipse. So you want to check into that too. She's about, now you're focused, because last time it was like re-aiming. Now you're focused. So you say whatever you're focusing on, that is what all the environment is helping you to stay on that focus. So if you have lost your focus, especially the beginning of this month with the lunar eclipse on July 2nd, or solar eclipse, sorry, it was time to realign it. But now the environment around you, the world, is having this focus to be more direct, right? You're taking careful aim. You're ready to go, and you're supported in that. The 2nd card is Ein. Now she was in the 1st position in solar eclipse, so she comes in again where before we were going too fast, we were not adaptable, we were to let go of that. Now, since we've been working through all these energies, you have become adaptable, because this is about adaptability. This is that you're not moving too fast, but you're moving at a perfect pace, because that's what Rhea had come in with the flow. So everything is working out smoothly. And there's, again, a lot of love. The greens is the heart chakra. It's about new beginnings. So it's perfect. You're doing a great job. And because we don't want to be rigid, especially in this moon of Capricorn, because that's my sign. But I'm the most adaptable Capricorn you'll ever meet. I go with the flow and I enjoy it. Where before I really had, I guess it's because I was abused and was so controlled that it's just like, and plus part of me is the free spirit, free spirit in Capricorn, because Capricorn is about things that you can count on. Well, you can count on that all of these beautiful energies that are coming in is for the good. It's to bring in success, because Capricorns is also about success and about money, about dependability, but it's also that you can still flow and be adaptable and be this free spirit, that is grounded, and because we are being supported. So now the fifth position is about what are you supposed to learn. All right, so next comes in secrets. There you come in to learn about secrets. There are secrets that are being exposed right now into the energies of the full moon and this lunar eclipse. So really tap into, more exposure. After I've been doing some readings on July 3rd about the missing abducted, then more things were coming to light. Not to say that they already had that person, but it came to public knowledge. So we're going to see more of this. A lot more. So you're learning of the cover-ups. You're learning hidden truths. Secrets are coming to be exposed. And then we have Scold. It's about the future. So you're learning about things that are not even happening right now, for you to step into your destiny, for things of visions that your dreams, all these things are coming into reality. If you could dream it, you can achieve it. If you stepped into that energy, you've been there before. So now it's just about being guided into bringing you into the physical realm for that appearance of, so that you can feel, touch it, smell it, and all that jazz. How can you support yourself during this transformation is the sixth position with humor. I love Uzumi. She's the 49 card, so her numbers come down to 13 and then to the 4. So she is about laughter. Sometimes we get so serious, especially in this Capricorn moon. You have to laugh it off. You have to find humor in it. Laughter is the best medicine. If you've been struggling for so long, I think we even had this in the last reading, is to find laughter in everything that we're doing. Can't take everything so seriously. Trust me, I'm Capricorn. And then we have the death magic. So you're learning to be more magical. That this is really great time to delve into your gifts. Death and magic, this is like rebirth. And so we're coming into the couple days after the full moon, comes into the waning of the moon, which is about other things to let go, other things that are coming to surface, that is bringing this rebirth, because the new moon is about rebirth. So that's the end of this month. So we have 3 major moons that are going on. We have new moon, full moon, new moon, all in the month of July. And if I said March, then March is also about the birth and the birthing pains of having this birth. And so that's beautiful. So transformation and being more magical. The 7th position is, what does your heart want to open up to? And this is Shakti. She's the goddess of transformation, that you're ready to transform. You're ready to think of things outside the box, that people have been putting you inside the box and saying no, or this is impossible. Then now you're realizing that yes, it is possible. And this is It can be spiritual. Most of my readings are spiritual because I tap into other people who want transformation and to use their gifts. So this could definitely be physical as well, a transformation of relationships, transformation in how you run your business, how, healing that is brought to these women who are being found in this human trafficking. So all these things is bringing transformation. Things have to change. The old things are dying, and now we're bringing in the new. So that's the transformation. And then we have Pravati. You are open to devotion. This is devotion to God. This is devotion to yourself and your healing, your transformation. This is devotion to your family. If you're ready to have children, you are ready to devote yourself to, being healthy and finding ways of becoming pregnant. Maybe you are pregnant. So you're delving into, again, staying healthy, doing what you can to, while your child is gestating and growing within you. It's a beautiful time, very beautiful. So that is beautiful that you're so open for this. Now the 8th and last position is what are the new possibilities that will change yourself internally. So we have all these external things that's going on. Some of it's internal, but now we have a real focus. So internal, we have the goddess Kali. She's about liberation. It's all about your freedom. Freedom for your soul, freedom from physical. If you've been put in the box or dungeon or told that you can't do it, you're being liberated right now. July is all about liberation. It's about being the rebellious to break the rules for liberation. Too many laws keeps us into a small box, and eventually we have to break out of it. Our innate ability and nature is freedom, because we are part animal. So if we're caged for too long, we're going to break free. So be aware of that. That is just human nature. And then we have Athena of knowledge. She brings wisdom and all this extra knowledge to the table. So the things that divine and angels are working with you is communication. It's because it's chakra of the throat and the third eye, that all these things are bringing in for this communication, for your visions, for knowledge. So it's like all of this is like going to be on fire. Plus you have your heart on fire as well. So your lights are all going to be lit up. All right, now we're switching into the full moon. The full moon reading, I do that by the direction. So we're going to do the north direction, the number 1. And we have Buddha prepares as our number 1 card in the 1 position for the north card, which for me is about leadership. So don't worry about anything that is happening. Buddha prepares. Buddha is teacher. Teacher prepares. So the way is prepared. You are just walking and being guided. So don't worry about anything, because it's being guided, and now you're called to reflect. This is the reflection card. This is the most opportune time to reflect. Things to let go. What was it that somebody told me that I thought was truth, right? And then the other one was, how do I look at salvation? I always thought it was after when I died, but it's actually we're saving people now, because there's things that are going on in this earth that we need people to get tuned into divine abilities, because there's big changes. We can't just do it on our own. We have to be together. So what else do we need to reflect upon? So ask those questions. The angels are leading you. Then we have the War of the Roses. War of the Roses is about 2 families who keep fighting amongst each other who's going to take the throne. So while, right, we got a couple people who, Catholic says this is the Messiah, Israel says this is the Messiah. While they're fighting amongst themselves, we have other things that are going on, and the artisan and the iridescent moon is working. So this is, to me, this is kind of still in the waxing of the moon. And while we're going through the waxing, which is into like our youth and into inner child, the artisan is working, right? There's a statue. He's working by candlelight, just like I'm doing this video at night. So there's, and it's also a key. So there's a key that is going on to unlock this while everybody is fighting. So there's could be disputes that are going on, right, between two houses, many houses, maybe yours, or maybe it's not yours, because then we had a beautiful eclipse reading which didn't even show anything that's within your own house and energies. It's going on around you. Now we're tapping into the east, which is the number 2, which is about the woman, the child, faith, and trust. It could be about church and temple, even though I believe it's more in the body. And we have the lookout. So we're to be on the lookout. So you might want to watch to the west, but don't get too much into drama, all right? So what else is on the lookout that you need to pay attention to? So this is like being aware in your physical eyes and look at the signs, right? While there's chaos all around us, we're still on the lookout to watch for the signs, because there is messages out there. You know what? And I'm missing one card. So 2 is only going to have 3 cards. So the 14th card is the initiation of Saint Germain. Now Saint Germain to me is a young child who was crippled, and when she was put out of her home by her stepmom because she was crippled, but she had great faith. And when she took people in, they lived in the barn, and her stepmother ended up changing and brought her back in the house. And when she died, her body was still so full of energy for healing that people would come for healing. Some people didn't like that and put her body into a pit with lime in it, tried to dissolve this body. It was in there for 20 some years. They dug it back out of this pit, and it was still in pristine condition for what it went through. It was still good. So it just reminds you that when you have faith and you tap into energies of God, you're still tapping into healing all around you, and you're going to bring people into a faith that they're going to understand divine is alive, divine is working in all of our hearts. Okay, so this is the initiation process. And then we have community. The 8 of roses. 8 is about abundance. So you have supports, you have community. Through this chaos, through this initiation process, you're not alone. People are being brought in together, right? That's why we said you're going to be bringing people in. People are going to be bringing you in. So like-minded people to get the job done is what's going to happen. Now we go into the south, the number 3 position, and we have the King of Forces. This is a man who is coming in, who has balance and energies of all things natural. This is a very divine masculine feeling. So it's not just about intuition. This is physical, that can tap into the energies of nature. So with animals, with skies, with the water, with trees. So he's in perfect balance of everything natural. That's beautiful. Then we come into the number 7. 7 is the fated meeting. 7 is also about divine and being the rescuer. So if you are being called to be a rescuer, what is the message that the divine is giving you to step out? Because now you're being joined together by a meeting. Now this could be another sign of pregnancy too, and romance and partnerships It could be a career. It could be, search parties. It could be, everyone is being brought together, and it is predestined because you have prayed for this. You have waited long for this transformation to happen. So it's coming. Then we have the bird nest. This is, like home. This is things that, everything that you really enjoy. I see it also as a birthing process because robins, they come into the spring and they make an announcement of new openness, is emergence. April is about all of those things. So, there's something that's coming, that's emerging, that's opening up to you, right? That is regarding your home. Beautiful. So, setting your course. This is a 3 of Scrolls. So, this is an action card. This is like you've been told all these things. So, now put it to action. What is it that you need to do to get that into the course? It's not a course correction. It's, the Ria, it comes in and says everything is working. So the things that you have been doing, or maybe you've been planning, it's time to set it to action. Time to get into that car, get onto the airplane, get on that bus and get going. Even going out and taking a walk. Just do some kind of action to set your course because it's time. Now we get into the West in the number 4 position, and it's about balance. It's the 7 of Forces. So this is a balance of career. This is a balance, like career and home. And if you have lost someone, it's about, balancing your grief with your happiness, because we have humor that came in to bring more humor in, because maybe you're a little bit unbalanced right now. Maybe your finances are really unbalanced and you're in the red. So your Libra, the constellation about keeping things balanced, you're way too low and too high on something else. So you need to find that balance, and there is opportunities that are opened and everything's illuminated, so you know what it is. So tap into that. You know what it is. All right, then we have the King of Scrolls. When he comes in, he has all this knowledge. This is a man, it could be the same man that we had in the Forces of Nature, but he is bringing in all this knowledge for you, right? He's setting he did all this planning, so he's ready to give you extra knowledge. And we have the lighthouse, that the lighthouse is there as the beacon to point the way. Just need to tap into those energies so that you are aware of who this man is. And then how beautiful is that? We got the Queen of Scrolls right behind it. So we got the king and the queen. So we got the royalty. When she comes in, she brings wisdom and discernment. So if you wonder, do I trust this person? She says yes. Trust this person because she's there to give you that wisdom and discernment. She also reads the scrolls. So tap into those energies, because everything is like set onto this table and is like, here's all the information. You have all the information. Now it's time to roll with it. All right, our last card is the Akashic Library. This is tapping into all the energies that ever was, right? From the beginning of time to now into the future. I mean, thousands of years into the future. We can tap on that. This is developing psychic abilities. This is developing intuition, and to trust it. You have a library that is given to you, and all you have to do is think of it, and a dream comes in. You think of it, messages come in. So know what the messages are and how divine is working with you. Keep a notebook and write things down, because it might not seem like it's flowing, but when you go back and you start reading it, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And write your thoughts in there. Write, when you're going through a reading, go back and listen. It's like, write down the key points that really have a significant meaning for you, because this is how angels talk to you, and they'll keep going back into the vocabulary that you know. They're not going to always put something new in there unless you already know. So just kind of know that this library that you have at the table is expansive, it's so big, and you already know it. I mean, we are born to know these things. It's only through society and through the schooling that they have changed our perspective and has made it feel bad. But you know what? There is nothing that is going to keep us from using our abilities. Okay? We are protected in the United States by the First, Fourth, and the 14th Amendment. As long as you have a prayer in the beginning and the end, and you do an invocation, bring God in, and an incantation. That is basically how religion and how different things work. And so you could do that too in your own practice. That's why I can get away with being a reverend and still collecting money, because I'm not a fortune teller. I tap into energies, but this is all biblical, because I just point out prophecies are the same thing. So just kind of know that there's ways that you could get around the rules and still do it for preservation and for freedom, to bring freedom into other people. So just remember that we have so much knowledge, we have so much love, we have so much that is in this beautiful full moon, and it's going to carry us into 6 months, if not longer. We can carry these energies. This is just beautiful, and just keep coming back to my channel, because I'm going to keep doing these as long as I can. And also know you could go back into any video, no matter what day specific it is, and tap into energies. Now, I think I started them in the end of February of this year, so I'm really new to this channel. So please subscribe, please say a little something in the comment, and please share it on Pinterest, share it on Twitter, so that the messages can get into the algorithm with YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all those things. So everything has changed, and it's beautiful. We're going into a beautiful transition, and we're tapping into love, we're tapping into motherhood, we're tapping into fulfillment, and things are happening. The rescues are happening, things are tangible and being returned. So just kind of remember all that too while you're thinking about stepping in your destiny, sorting out all this, trash that people have said to the past. That remember in legends that there's truth in all legends. No matter how exaggerated it was, there is simple truth in all legends, and to tap into what that truth is for you and to go for it. So thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody. We'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.